Tell us what you see. Give us the silver lining out there, because we know all the bad news. We see it from the fund and we see it from other industry leaders. You're an optimist. What do you see good out there?
Yeah, it's neither an optimist or pessimist, but in the end of the day, our projections, the Bank of America Securities team, which is a tremendous research platform, I'll talk about the U.S. And the world's a little different in different places, but the U.S. is probably what we have the kind of insight too that will help people. But they have this quarter positive real GDP, next quarter just above zero positive, and then 3 straight quarters of negative. And so effectively, depending what the NVER does, that's a slight recession, but it's shallow, and it comes out, and it's a company with unemployment that is a relatively modest increase, gets up around 5, which we used to think was a good unemployment number, and now we're all fearful of it. So that's what the core projection is. But the interesting thing that we see is in the customer's behavior, the American consumer, which drives this economy in the U.S., the consumers basically have more money in their accounts by multiples than they did pre-pandemic. They're earning more money. Their credit quality is as high as it's ever been. They have more excess capacity on their borrowing than they've had. The delinquencies are very low. So that's kind of the interesting thing. And they're spending in the quarter that just ended. They spent 10% more than they did last year's third quarter.
Wow.
So far in October, in the first week, they're spending about 10% more than they did the last first week of October. And so they're out there doing stuff. And so the Fed has to raise rates to slow down inflation and slow down price increases, and they're working against this powerful, powerful force, which is the largest economy on its own in some ways, to think about it in the world as a U.S. consumer, that is just employed, earning money, and going on.